Alrighty, here we go with the part 3 of Libations and Petitions. As I left off in my last video, talking about Hecate. She is invoked for justice, especially for sexual crimes against women and girls. Hecate is involved when justice is not forthcoming from other channels. Hecate has the power to grant or deny a mortal's wish. She may be invoked for protection for dogs and from dogs. Hecate is petitioned for fertility, especially for female children. She brings victory in battle. Hecate may be invoked for healing, especially if medical solutions have failed. Western technology, stuff like that. Okay. She may be petitioned for a swift, painless death. Hecate can banish ghosts or produce a ghost for infestation. So in other words, you can invoke her to banish these negative people around you that you don't want around you. Okay? She can banish those different entities. Or if you want to do some, black magic, you want to, I guess, fuck somebody up, you can invoke her ass to fuck somebody up. Shit, it's your energy. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We gotta keep going. Hecate is an exceptionally powerful spirit. The Theogony of Hesiod describes Hecate as honored by Zeus above all others. So in certain mythologies, when you're dealing with the goddess Nyx was feared by Zeus and Rudra. So in other words, Zeus feared the feminine energy which a man and a woman can harness. Okay? That's why the god Osiris was a male physically, but he was using the feminine energy. That's very, very, very powerful. Alright? So, let's keep on going about Hecate. Let's see here. Let's look up some attributes here. So some of her attributes would be a key, a torch, a knife, or a broom. Her emblem will be a star or a crescent moon. Her spirit allies, okay? Hecate's spirit allies may be venerated alongside Artemis, Demeter, or Cybele. Hecate dances among the entourage of Dionysus. Dionysus is another form of Osiris. Okay, sacred animals: snakes, toads, dragons, cats, but most especially dogs. Hecate has an extremely powerful bond with dogs, even when manifesting in human form. Like I said, she's another form of Anubis, alright? The black dog. She is usually accompanied by a pair of hounds, usually 2, and she represents number 3, which is, like I said, the Holy Trinity again. If appearing without dogs, Hecate may circle in canine fashion. Somehow there will be a canine reference. Okay, her bird is a stork. Her mount is dragons pull her chariot. Color is black, which represents melanin. And her number is 3. 3 represents me in the numerology. I fall up under the number 3. So me and Hecate have a lot in common. We deal with each other a lot. I deal with the energy with Hecate a lot. Like I said, I've been dealing with Hecate since 2011. I started off by doing physical libations and physical petitions. I was doing physical rituals. I would go to, so since she's the goddess of number 3, she's dealing with the Holy Trinity. She's also the goddess of the 3 crossroads. So you can physically go to a three lane crossroad. Let me make sure. I want to go get ahead of myself. All right. So the celestial bodies of her is Sirius, the dog star. Like I said, the Sirius, the dog star, the star of Sirius is actually the real sun. Okay. Like I said, she's dealing with the pineal gland. The pineal gland, the third eye, is the actual sun. All right. And we have to raise that fire, which is your soul, to the Christ chakra. That's what she deals with. Sirius, the dog star, the moon, especially the dark moon phase. Plants that she's dealing with: garlic, lavender, mandrake, and henna, the henna plant. And trees and plants has a lot to deal with melanin. When you're dealing with this grimoire and you're dealing with this magic and you're dealing with this mythology, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of trees and plants. Trees especially. Trees are full of melanin. Full of it. They're full of melanin. They are the most. They're just like humans. They're just like the first root race. They've been here millions, trillions of years. Trees been here trillions of years. You gotta have melanin to be that old. That's the point. All right. Okay. So trees are pomegranate, black poplar, date palm, and yew. Yew is YEW. Yew. So those are the trees. And document that again in this book I have here, Enochian Grimoire and Icelandic Magic. We're going to be dealing with a lot of tree bark and trees, because a lot of those trees have a lot of melanin in there, and you can use that for magic and entities and things like that. Conjure up those. All right. Hecate's time. Nighttime is the right time for Hecate. She only accepts offerings and petitions at night. All festivals, rituals, and ceremonies in her honor are held after dark. The only acceptable illumination is candles and torches. So the only thing, the only form of physical light that you can bring when you dealing with a petition for Hecate is a candle or, some type of torch. But she likes the night. She likes the darkness. Okay? She likes the darkness. That's the melanin. That's letting you know what's going on with that. And sacred dates. Now again, here we go. The last day of each month is dedicated to Hecate. The last day of each month is dedicated to Hecate. In Italy, Hecate shared a festival with Diana on, I guess that's Princess Diana, on August the 13th. There it is again. 13. It was just Friday the 13th the other day in October. That's a very powerful date. Friday the 13th is especially sacred to the goddess Hecate. 16th of November is a Hecate day, night for modern Wiccans and neo-pagans. So the 13th on the month of November and October, and the 16th of November are dates that you can use to do petitions and rituals, offerings and libations to Hecate. Okay, that's the whole thing about it. All right, now let's get to your rituals. Okay, like I said, we don't have a lot of time. Let's see. Let's where we start here. Let's do the rituals here. Hecate's ancient devotees held dinners in her honor, known as Hecate suppers. Foods associated with her went prepared. The entree was usually fish, especially red mullet. Devotees feasted and celebrated. Offerings and leftovers were placed outside the door or at a crossroad for Hecate and her hounds. Even way back when, cynics scoffed that food placed outside was actually consumed by feral dogs and homeless people without realizing that this was Hecate's intent. Okay? This is one way she accepts offerings. The church was still and is still. Now I'm going to read this. Now this is going to reveal the evil intent of religion. Now this is going to reveal the evil intent of Yaldabaoth and his minions. Now this is what. Now listen to this very carefully. It says the church was still and is still trying to eradicate this ritual. All right, as late as the 11th century, all the way up to today, to modern world. Now, there's still smaller and private offerings may be left at the crossroads too, for the goddess Hecate. Okay, now look, now I'm read that again. The church was still trying to eradicate this ritual for Hecate. The church, we all know they're talking about the Christian church. Okay, dealing with all this mythology, dealing with all this religion and box job thinking keeps you from being who you want to be and who you want to not worship, but who you want to represent and what entities you want to represent. Because when you represent some of these entities and energies, they represent you too, as within, so without. Okay, that's what the pagans and the heretics and the heathens understood. All right. Okay. Let's keep on going. You can place offerings on a plate or flat stone and leave them at a crossroads after dark. Make your invocation and then walk away without looking back. Do not return for the plate, but consider it a part of the offering. In other words, don't use a plate that you wish to keep. Encountering or hearing a dog is an indication that your petition has been heard. All right. Now, if you miss something in there, just go back in video and redo the video. Now we're gonna look at offerings. Offerings can be eggs, garlic, honey, especially lavender honey, croissants, crescent-shaped breads, pastries, candles, incense, images of dogs, especially black dogs, actions on behalf of dogs. All right, that's powerful. I just gave y'all a whole description about the goddess Hecate, and that wasn't even the whole thing. You know, we got sacred sites, we got the times, we got the sacred dates, we got the rituals. Like I gave you the time, I guess I'll give you the sacred site of her. The sacred sites kind of gives you the history of it, but I'm giving you the essential parts of it. You know, the offering, the times, the dates, and the rituals of what you got to do. So I gave you the offerings. Now, is also giving you the forms of Hecate. It says Artemis, chthonic spirits, Demeter, Diana, Dionysus, Europia, Hades, Hecate. Hecate or Hecate she is this feminine energy deals with the Ogdode on the ancient Egyptian. The Ogdode is the most ancient. It was one of the most first of the first. The Ogdode deals with the Atlantean. The Atlanteans were amphibious beings. That's why when you look up Ogdode, you see humans with amphibious looking heads like toads, fish, all that good stuff. She's a form of Hera, Helios, Medea, the Titans, and things like that. Now, you can do these physical rituals for a initiation. You can go to a 3-road crossroad and do these libations and petitions and things like that for the goddess Hecate. All right. Now, when you get to a point, you can use these same rituals in your imagination. So you can imagine yourself or visualize yourself at a 3-road crossroad. Okay? And you can do your own ritual inside of your head. And it will manifest a lot faster than you doing it in this dense, low quality demiurge. Because we all understand that there is a major time delay in the physical realm. That's why we got to do things in our imagination realm, because it manifests a lot faster. That's the archaic realm. All right. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace out.